Welcome to Jay's Daily Pre-Market Briefing for Thursday, February 8th, 2018. And starting off with Bitcoin today, not much really happening. Obviously, you're getting the retracement on Bitcoin that's been anticipated. It didn't make it to 52.45 yet. I'm still anticipating the lower levels, including 52.45 and beyond. However, we are making the retracement as anticipated to the 91.10, 95.90 area. I think we'll probably get there today or over the next few days. And if we do get through 95.90, well then further retracement is going to be happening, which is probably going to happen around the breakdown point of either 12.195 or 13.495, where I'd consider myself completely wrong about Bitcoin in terms of overall longer term direction would be above that 13.495. For now, as I said, I'm sticking my neck out there, and I'm suggesting that 9,110 to 9,590, as well as the 12,195 to 13,495 are going to be key on Bitcoin. I would be looking for retracements to get short on Bitcoin. In spite of the regulatory news, the trend is down, and so we'll see what happens further. While it seems that the U.S. government, in response to the testimony of the SEC chair and the CFTC chair, seems like they're going to leave it alone for now. I don't anticipate that that continuing over the medium to long term. So it seems to be quite a news-driven market these days, so pay attention to the news, see what's going on there. But in terms of levels where I'd look to be considering taking positions, it'll only be those two zones, 91.10 to 95.90, and then up 12.195 to 13.495 on Bitcoin future. Heading over to the Euro futures, we did break this key zone here, 123.661.5 and 123.35. We're heading down, so the next anticipated key area is going to be 122.48 to 122.095. So I'd stick with shorts on the Euro for now until we get to that zone. But that's going to be the key area. As you can see, that was where we broke out in early January. We came back into that zone for a retest, and we're heading back down to retest that area now. So on the Euro, shorts for now until we get to that zone. If it does break that zone, then I'm expecting at least 121.28 and much further down below, probably breaking the 120 handle on the. So we finally did break these minor levels, 13.30 half and 13.26.4 on gold futures. You can see we had the arrows pointing in that direction, and so we've come into that area now. So the key is going to be whether or not this holds. If we come down to 13.08.4 and test that, or somewhere we get a reverse in this zone from 13.17.9 to 13.08.4 on the February futures contracted gold, April April futures contracted gold, then I would expect another big move up. But since the markets have recovered somewhat, I'm expecting it to potentially break that 13.08.4. We've seen some decent retracing on the Nasdaq, which we'll look at in a second. But keep your eye on it, because this is a very key area. Again, this is an area that we broke out from previously, and there were some previous highs. If we look back here, right there, you can see that high there, the high from which we broke out from, and there were some other rejections on the way down of this area. So keep your eye on it. Very important level. In fact, if you go further back, you can see rejections on a retest and rejections when we actually came up into this area previously. It's a very important area on gold. Keep your eye on it, and we'll see how it goes. above 13.79, I'd be looking for longs. Below 13.084, I'd be looking for shorts with an anticipation of getting into the lower 1200s. And on the long side, probably 13.81.1. Crude oil, we had the inventories yesterday, and generally we had the arrow of the direction heading down. We hadn't quite got to 62.92 the previous day, and with the inventories coming out, we tested the 63.66 level, just piercing through that, and then back down through this key zone 62.92 to 62.10. I'm sure some people were thinking, Jay, that's a pretty wide zone, 62.92 to 62.10. We're talking about 82 ticks. Well, the market is more volatile now, so you have to take that into consideration in terms of your levels and areas that you're actually looking to initiate positions. And as you can see, the market had no trouble busting through that level. So this area is going to be key now for resistance for the shorts. So key areas to be looking for shorts: 62.10. There's a minor level at 62.57 and 62.92. Overall, though, as long as we stay below this zone, I'm looking for the market to continue down. And finally, looking at the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq, we had the big move down. Obviously, the kind of crash on Monday and Tuesday. But we've actually moved back up, as I said earlier. And the key was we retested this. We didn't quite get to 67.30, but we retested this low that happened on Friday. And so we came back up and retested that low, and we're working our way down a little bit more here. The key for now on the Nasdaq, based on what I'm seeing here, is that the key zones is going to be between the 67.30.75 and 67.44 half, and then on the downside the 63.40 quarter to 63.08 half. And so I'd be looking for shorts from 67.30.75 to 44 half, and then on the long side I'd be looking for longs from 63.40 quarter to 63.08 half. So we'll see what the ranges are like going into Thursday and Friday, and how it all plays out. But right now, that's the key. If we do get above 67.44 half, I'd expect a retracement of at least that 68.57.50, or up more likely up to 69.05 quarter. And if we do get below the 63.40 quarter and 63.08 half zone, then we're looking at least a test of 6,200, probably even 61.48 half. So that's the daily briefing for Thursday, February the 8th, 2017. I'm not going to plug anything today. I'm just going to ask you guys, and actually, well, thank you first for supporting the channel with your likes and subscriptions. So if you like what you're seeing, subscribe to the channel and give it a like, or post a comment. I appreciate the constructive comments that have been being posted. And this channel is really about what you guys want. So one of the things I was considering, we're only doing about 3 or 4 markets each day in these briefs. However, I was considering doing a subscription service, keep it cheap, so everybody will want to subscribe to a monthly or a quarterly subscription, and include maybe 10 to 12 markets, so probably a longer brief of anywhere from probably at least 10 to 20 minutes, and just look at everything in terms of the futures, Nasdaq, ES, gold, everything that we're looking at already, and expand that list. So if that's something you'd like to see, let me know. And thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next brief. Take care, trade well, control risk, and we'll see you tomorrow.